Hi, and welcome to day 2 of our Biosimilars Training Program. I'm Nicole Sheahan, President of the Global Colon Cancer Association. Thank you for joining us today, and a special thank you, as always, to our sponsors, Amgen and the Alliance for Safe Biologic Medicines. Thank you as well to our partner in presenting this training program, the World Patients Alliance. Yesterday, we learned about the basics of biologics and biosimilar medicines. We learned about how they're different from small molecule drugs and their generic versions. We also learned that these fundamental differences raise a number of policy questions that regulators and policymakers worldwide have needed to address in recent years. The way that your country, region, state, or province handles these challenges will determine what medicines you'll have access to, who will control your treatment decisions, and perhaps how much control you can maintain over your disease. Today, we're going to dive deeper into the different ways that these policies are being made around the world and the effects that they are having on patients. We're also going to learn how you and your organization can get involved in shaping these policies to make sure they work for patients. At the end of today's sessions, you'll receive a certificate of training in biosimilars, identifying you as having received the specialized training necessary to advocate effectively on these important issues for the patients that you represent. You'll also be given access to our Biosimilar Patient Advocacy Toolkit, a collection of materials developed by patient advocates who are experts in biosimilar policy. This toolkit will show you how to put the training that you've received here to work for your organization. Throughout today's training, you can type questions or comments in the chat, or you can email us at biosimilars@globalcca.org, or you can reach out to us on social media. Our handle is @globalcrc. Today, we'll start by introducing you to Kathleen Arnsten. Kathleen is one of the most active patient advocates in the United States, where she leads the Lupus and Allied Disease Association. Her personal story and her record of advocacy work here in the United States are very inspiring to all of us in the patient advocacy community. Pharmacy benefit managers, or PBMs, decide which drugs are covered by health plans. Kathleen will share some of the serious challenges she faces as a patient, including when her pharmacy benefit manager decides to switch her from one of the medicines she's taking onto a different product. Sadly, this is an all too common situation for patients in the United States.
I'm Kathleen Arnsten. I'm President and CEO of Lupus and Allied Diseases Association, and I'm a patient and an advocate. I have been diagnosed with 8 different autoimmune diseases. Lupus was the first one, along with the Sjogren's syndrome and the Raynaud's. I used to catch every illness that went around. I didn't just get bronchitis, I got massive bronchitis and would be out of school for 3 weeks. When I first became ill, I was in college. You go from being a social butterfly and in the prime of your life, looking forward to the rest of your life, and all of a sudden you're wondering, am I going to be alive in 5 years? To me, I took a step backwards, revamped, and said, okay, what do we need to do? I need to become as educated and as empowered as possible, and I need to learn about the treatments and the best physicians, and I need to work with my physicians and move forward. My life is filled with doctor appointments and diagnostic testing and procedure. It's very complicated care, and I have over 15 specialists who see me. I currently take 38 medications, and I have health care costs to a tune of $150,000 a year. When you live with complicated multi-system conditions like mine, and your care is so specialized, you have a treatment team, and I am part of my treatment team. I'm extremely empowered and educated, and it's a balancing act. My rheumatologist will tell you, treating you is like balancing on my tippy toe on a pinhead. My mantra is, don't rock my boat. My condition is precarious enough, so if I'm stable, don't rock my boat by trying to get me to take another treatment. Imagine someone as complicated as me being on a biologic treatment successfully, and then a biosimilar is approved, and my insurance company, say, switches me to that treatment without my physician's knowledge or my knowledge, and that treatment is not as efficacious or as safe in me as the original biologic is. It would cause my disease to become extremely unstable. I would go backward in my care. I could even end up being put on other more costly treatments. And it makes absolutely no sense to me why the insurance company would just switch based on cost instead of what my physician would say. I can't say this loudly enough or strongly enough. I want no bureaucrats on my treatment team. For years, I have been going to Capitol Hill with a car full of patients, advocates. My license plate on my car is no lupus. It's the Lupus Mobile. We go and we attend events in Washington to make sure that we're part of the process. Because of my disease, I've had to learn to become very outspoken, very aggressive, and advocate for myself. I talk to newly diagnosed patients who have lupus or other autoimmune diseases, and I talk to their family members. I have multiple phone calls a day.
So here is our organization brochure. I know that you visited our website and you found a lot of
I counsel them to become as educated and as empowered as possible about their disease. I teach them about the word advocacy, and I tell them the first thing you must do is you must self-advocate. I'm a warrior. I'm a lupus warrior. I'm an autoimmune warrior. Advocacy is a powerful tool, and each one of us has so much power and so much passion within ourselves to make a difference.
Thank you, Kathleen, for sharing your story with us and for the incredible advocacy work that you continue to do. This training was built with powerhouse advocates like Kathleen in mind. We wanted to provide advocates the tools needed to be heard and to have a voice in policy decisions, just like Kathleen and others have been able to do. Together, we can make sure that what's best for patients is at the heart of biosimilar policies. Enjoy today's training.